I am fabulous. Yeah, of course not. We got another long night plan, sir.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
What's your ID? Can I just check your ID there, please, sir? 135330. What's your name, sir, please?
My name?
Yeah?
PC Zeros.
Pardon?
PC Zeros.
Lovely to meet you, PC Zeros. Can I just ask why you were all arriving in playing unmarked cards?
I think the sergeant spoke to you last night.
Was he your sergeant? He didn't give me much information. So I gather this is overtime then. Hey, can I get your badge number, please?
6954.
6954? And what's your name, please?
Halcroft.
Halcroft?
PC Halcroft.
PC Halcroft.
To give you now. He's putting it on social media, so I'm just going to call the number. It's 9138.
Oh, hello, sir.
Because the all of the country can see the footage. So 9138. Look at Wigan. So you've got enough details.
Lovely, thank you. So I can't stand here.
No,
I can't stand here.
you've got reasons to be out.
Yeah, I am. I'm waiting for.
Here watching us isn't
I'm not watching you, sir. I'm not watching you at all.
You've just said that.
At the moment, I am. I'm waiting for people to arrive.
That's not an exemption. You're in a public place.
So I'm committing a crime.
No, you committed a breach of code.
I'm not breaching any code. I'm not breaking any regulations, sir. I'm not. How am I breaking regulations?
Tell me why you're out.
I am waiting for people to start arriving.
That's not an exemption to being out and about in a public place.
Well, it is if they're asking me to be the representative. It's just it is.
It's not.
I'm sorry, but it is.
It's not. It's not. Have you got a valid reason for being out in a public place now under COVID?
I'm watching you.
No, that's not a valid reason.
So,
I'm asking you if you've got a valid reason.
well, I'll retreat over there onto my private
So you're
property.
gonna go to your business.
I'll go to my private property, and then when somebody arrives and asks for me, I'm allowed to.
No, you're not.
I am.
You're not in a public place with no reason.
So you're
You
saying.
don't give me a valid reason to be out in a public place in the
So you're saying that if somebody comes up and you choose to speak to them to enforce whatever you're trying to enforce.
I'm not enforcing anything.
Well, clearly you are. What are you here?
Enforcing anything. There is 4 E's. There's 4 steps, isn't there? So enforcement's the last step.
Yeah.
So I'm not enforcing.
If you want to question somebody, sir, if you want to question somebody, sir, and they don't want to talk to you because they've done nothing wrong,
Well, maybe, like yourself now, they're not coming up with a valid reason why they're out in a public place under COVID regulations.
well, maybe they are.
Well, if they refuse to speak, they don't give us that option. And like
Who
that,
said they're going to
you're not
refuse?
giving me-
Who said they're going to refuse to speak?
You're not giving me an option.
Who-
You've just said that. You've just said if they choose not to speak to you.
If they
I'm
choose,
repeating what you
if they
said.
choose to ask me to be
You
their
keep saying
representative,
things to me. I keep repeating it, then you say.
hey, clearly you don't. If they ask me to be the
Are you
representative,
going to stay out in a public place? now?
I'm going to stand over there on my private
Right,
property,
okay. Well, thank you.
and then when somebody comes and asks for me, then I'll come back out, sir. Thank you.
If somebody asks for you, okay.
If they want me to be a representative to speak for them,
That is not a valid reason. That's all I'm saying to you. Okay.
the police now restricting people entering my business. So the situation's escalated, there's no more police, there's no more council officials. Oh, there's what, how many? 6 or 7 now turning up, all preventing people entering the business to do lawful and legal activities. Turn around, there we go, they're stopping another vehicle. So they're asking vehicles to turn around. I know.
I'm not letting the car. What's that?
I'm videoing it. They're preventing people from entering.
Wow.
They're preventing people from entering and doing things which are allowed within legislation. And even though I've explained to them, and I've been through the whole thing before, they're continuing to turn. They're turning cars around, blocking access to my business and turning away.
It's a fire hazard as well, by the way.
What is?
Blocking access there, it's the only way out. It's a fire.
You said for you not being allowed, please.
Because children can only exercise if you go into work in a key worker. I'm not a key worker at the
And
minute.
other reasons, etc.
And other reasons.
Can I just ask that you leave, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I've just spoke to the officer in charge, one of the enforcement officers, and even though we are allowed to stay open by law within the legislation, what they are doing is they are contacting and stopping every single person on entry to see if they are allowed to be out. So we can operate by law, but people can't come to the gym, people can't come and take part in filming activities and supervised activities. They're going around it that way. So even though we're allowed to be open, the legislation doesn't say that the only people who can be open, the only people who can exercise are people who are vulnerable, the people who have disabilities. It doesn't say that at all. So there'll be a massive civil claim for £1 million going in against Wigan Council and also to Wigan Police for interrupting my business. Unbelievable. He's pointing to you. Excuse me, can I ask a question, please? Excuse me, can I ask a question? Well, who can I speak to? Hello? Can I just ask you a question, please? It is my understanding that you've no powers for stop an account.
Stopping account?
Yeah.
We're not stopping account, we're stopping on the COVID legislation, asking people why they're out in public like I did with you before. That's what we're doing. It's not stopping account, it's not stop search. Okay.
So you're making logs of those people that you're stopping?
We're asking people on the COVID legislation. As I said last night, I'm dealing with members of the public, I'm not dealing with your business. I've just asked you why you're out in the public place and you couldn't answer.
And I've just come to ask you again.
And you couldn't answer why you was, and you're now out in the public place.
I know,
again.
to ask you a question.
Right, and I've just said I'm dealing with the public, not your.
So am I not a member of the public if I'm out talking to you in a very civil way, respectful way, asking you a question, sir?
Well, I'll turn it back. Why are you out in the public now on the COVID legislation?
To try and ascertain.
That's not a reason.
To speak to the
Every
police.
time I ask you that question and you say why you're out, whether it's dealing with your customers, waiting for them, advising your customers, asking me a question, none of them are a valid reason to be out in the public on the COVID legislation. So can I ask you, at this point, to go back to your business, please, and leave the public place?
So the people who are allowed in are people who have who are key workers.
I'm dealing with the public. All the legislation is on the whole.
And I'm asking you a genuine question.
And I've just said to you, can you please return to your business because you've not got a valid reason for being in the public now under COVID legislation and restrictions, right? All the information for your business is on the Home Office website.
And I've read the regulations,
Okay.
but regulations are not
And I'm now
legislation.
dealing, as I said yesterday, I'm dealing with the public. Right.
There's nobody right now, sir. Right now, sir. There's nobody here.
You to go back to your business because you've not got a valid reason for being in the public. At the minute, you're just ignoring me.
I'm not ignoring you, sir. I'm doing far from it. I wanted to clarify something and ask you a genuine question.
Are you going back to your business?
Absolutely. In a moment, I was just asking you a question.
Are you going now back to your business?
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
So after lengthy conversations with the police outside, we are perfectly within our right to stay open within legislation. We're perfectly allowed to stay open within filming reasons and activities for kids. However, what they're doing is they're stopping each person coming into the gym and saying, are you a key worker, are you this, are you that, and justify your reasons for being out. So if I've got a complaint, I've got to ring 101. Unbelievable.